Building this example really takes two steps because you have to build the C++ part of the example and also the Java part of the example. But before you do either of those, you have to actually set an NDDS home environment variable. This environment variable needs to be set to the location where you installed RTI Connects DDS. And inside of there, it needs to point to the ndds.5.x.x directory. Okay, so my NDDS home environment variable is already set, so I'm not going to go through that. But once you have that done, go to example code, and we'll start by building the C++ piece. For this, I'm going to open up this project with Visual Studio 2010. And when I open this up, it's going to have three different projects that are showing. The first one that's highlighted includes the shared data types. This is the data model that is shared between different applications in this example. I'm going to take a quick look at that. The important piece here is it contains IDL files. And these IDL files have information in them about the data types that are going to be sent on the network. Okay, so I'm going to build that. Just right-click and build. As you can see here, it generated code from these IDL files, and then after that, it compiled that code. And once I do that, I can build the patient device application and the bedside supervisor that depend on these shared data types. Once these are built, I can actually debug them here from the Visual Studio UI. So these are the two applications that are written in C++. There are two more applications that are part of this example. And one of them is simply running a script that calls an RTI application that replays simulated device data. The other one is written in Java. So I'm going to show you how to build that example. So the first thing that you need to do is open up Eclipse. When you open up Eclipse, you can import the project into a workspace. So here I clicked on import, I just selected the directory where this is installed, and it found the project for me. So I import that into my workspace. And the first thing that you'll notice is it is not building. There are two steps you need to take before it will build. The first one is to run an Ant script that will actually generate the code. So if you right-click on build.xml, select Run as Ant Build, it should auto-generate the code that's missing. You then need to refresh the workspace. And then after that, you need to actually configure the build path to add external jars. So you're going to actually add the jar files that we ship along with our product. So this is in your installation directory for Connext, and then under ndds.5.x.x, and then under class. Inside of there, there is an ndds.java.jar, and you have to add that to the Java build path. Once you do that, your Java project will actually build. And then to run it from the IDE here, you have to go to Run Configurations, select the ICE Alarm Display app, And make sure that the path is set to the installation directory for RTI Connects DDS, and then /ndds.5.x.x, and then /lib/i86win32jdk. So what this does is this ensures that our DLLs are in the path correctly, so when you go to run the application, it will actually run. So here you can see I can run this. If I did not set that path correctly in the launch configuration, then this would fail and I would see an error loading a DLL.